Welcome to FixItForgetIt.com, where projects and ideas come together.
Hi, this is John from FixItForgetIt.com. This is a snail horn. This thing is really loud. That's a little 12-volt dry cell battery. And this is a remote control switch. That's what the snail horn box looks like. That's the remote control switch. Here's how I have this thing wired up. This negative wire comes in to this left screw terminal on this small block. The positive comes into the right terminal. Then another little lead comes out of that positive terminal and loops around and comes into the second from the end terminal on this larger screw block. And then another red wire on the positive side comes out, and it comes over and hooks to this long fused lead that comes on this snail horn, and it goes right into that relay there. The blue wire coming out of the relay comes down and connects to this red wire that is connected to the inline fuse, and the yellow wire comes out of the relay and goes over into the positive side on the snail horn. So I don't know if you probably can't see that little plus sign down in there, but the yellow wire is on the positive side on the terminal on the snail horn. And then this white wire that comes out of the relay goes into the negative side. Then I have a black wire coming out of the negative side, comes back down here and ties in to this left-hand screw terminal, which of course then leads on back to the negative side. So it is quite a wiring conglomeration here, but hopefully you can follow that. And I am going to put some earphones on and just test this thing quickly. It comes with a little remote control, and out of the box, this little B button turns it on and off. So let's fire this thing up and see how it works. Okay, I'm only going to hit this real quick because this thing is loud. So as you can see, that thing is pretty loud. So let's tidy these wires up and put this together in a little more compact fashion and see how this works. Well, I have this thing cleaned up a little bit as far as the wiring is concerned. And I also put this little ball bungee on here, and that will allow me to pull this out, take this battery in and out. Makes everything one neat little package that can be held easily in one hand. And I just took this, untied this knot, ran the cord down underneath this round component, brought it out and around, put it back through the ball, retied it. The wiring, it remains the same as it was before. I simply shortened everything up. The only difference is I added this little toggle switch so I can turn this on and off. And I simply ran a lead to the switch, back out, and into this red line on this little small screw terminal. And I will put this cap on here. Then I'll be able to pull this out, tuck it down in there. I can put the fuse block down in there as well. Right here is a little curly antenna. The range on that wasn't fantastic. I wanted to have better range. So I took this solid wire. It's a solid strand piece of wire. I don't know, it's probably maybe 9 inches long or so. And I just soldered that right on where the little antenna connects. That really extended the range on this nicely. As far as this thing is concerned, this filter was plugged in right here on this little stack. And that just keeps debris and stuff from getting down into the unit. I'm going to have this in a case, which I will show you in a bit. And this thing sticking up would interfere with putting it in that case. So I got this little polyester mesh. This stuff, they put in filters, put them in CPAP units, that sort of thing. It's just a polyester, sort of a open mesh. You want to have something that'll breathe real easily. And I cut it to the same size as this little tube. And then I just rolled it up and tucked it down in there. So that is going to act as my filter now. I also picked up an extra battery and this little charger. This is a 6 and 12 volt charger. There's a little slide switch on here that you can choose 6 or 12 volt. I like having an extra backup battery so that I can always keep one charged. And I'll get this little cap on here and continue tidying this thing up. I'll just put this here again and sort of hold these wires so you can look at that and see how this is connected. Hopefully that will all make sense to you. And when I get that little cap on, then I will show you the case that I'm putting this in, and we'll test it out again. I have everything pretty well finished up here. It was not easy getting these wires worked around and through that little hole, and then getting that little back plate on this switch. Took quite some doing, but I was able to finally get that in there. Now I've got that down in the little bungee cord. I've got the fuse block in there. Have the on-off switch up here. Everything is all tidied up nicely. That horn can easily be held in one hand now. And I'm going to take this, I'll just turn it around so you can see all sides of this. Makes a nice, neat, tidy little package. And if I want to change the battery, I can easily just give this a tug, pull the battery down, and take these leads off, swap it out. I'm going to now take that horn, I'm going to put it in this ammo box. And I will show you what that looks like once I get that in there. This came together nicely. The horn fits in the box very well. This ammo box will allow me to put this horn out in the weather. Rain or snow won't hurt it. They say that this horn is resistant to moisture in and of itself, but this will ensure that it's well protected outside. I'll be using this as a deterrent for wild critters that will sometimes come up on our deck. We live out in the woods, and sometimes they'll come up and get a little rowdy or destructive. This will shoo them away. I've already tried it a couple times. It works really well. I wasn't sure if this would be loud enough inside the box. Thought I may have to put a grill on there or drill some holes in the box, but I will give this a little blast. Watch yourself. This will be a little loud. As you can see, you can hear it very well even through the box. So I have enjoyed making this little horn project. Hopefully it gives you some ideas. I will have some affiliate links down in the description that will take you directly to some of the products that I used on this project. This is John from fixitforgetit.com, and we will see you in the next video.